Hello, 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 and welcome back to episode 3 of Pentiment with SPHONDA. Before we begin, let's go take a look at our journal here and see what we're doing. Looks like we had 2 quests that were kind of already knocked out. Let's go clear out these new people. Lady Salamia. Move over here. Father Thomas. Cool. What about the glossary? Mars. Yes, because Mars is the Roman god of war. We know this because we spoke with the shepherd who told us a very interesting story which related to Saint Moritz. It's basically the same story told from different points of view. We ended last time hearing the bell ringing and not knowing why it was ringing. So we need to go figure out what's the deal. And also go talk to and see if we can find Baron Rothvogel. Oh boy. Okay. So before that, we'll go towards the screen. Cloisters to the left. Yeah, there it is. Kitchen cellar, church, dormitory. That's not it. Chapter house. Oh no. What is going on? Sabat says, I think something terrible has happened, Master Andreas. Yeah, I think so too. Why aren't you in there? Whoa, the Baron. Interesting choice for a murder location. We have the Dance of Death here. Death comes for us all. My dude is dead. He's flashing like a 1980s bad guy from a Nintendo or Sega game. Let's just shut the hell up. Let's remain silent. Brother Piero says,
Please, Father, where is Brother Florian? Have him come quickly.
Gernot just says straight up, be silent, brother. Brother Florian, if you please. Whoa. I'm sorry, Father. There's nothing to be done. He's dead. Marguerite says, Sister Marguerite, calm yourself. Sister Gertrude, please take Sister Marguerite back to the garden. Yes, Mother Cecilia. God protect us. The Baron was a friend of the Prince Bishop of Freezing. A little late to the party, eh? Glasses? Andreas says, why is he so worried about the Prince Bishop? The Abbey is odd in more than one way. Its existence offends some in the church. Really? Guy says, we are far enough from Rome and Mainz that everyone forgets about us, but this could bring unwanted attention. Gernot says, Florian, how easily do you think you could dispose of the body? Florian gives the eye. Huh? What are you saying, Father? Why are you questioning me? Why are you wasting precious time? Oh, I love how they do that with the text, little blots around it. Do you want to see the soldiers of Prince Bishop march up our steps and fling your brothers and sisters out of our home? Whoa! Silence! Quiet! Calm yourselves, all of you. Father Rabbit, Baron Rothvogel's manservant is already preparing to leave. The Baron's wife should be here in a matter of hours. This is not the time for rash decisions. Yes, you're right, forgive me. But then, what will we do? We must send the Baron's man to the court of the Prince Bishop in Freezing at once. Matthew says, Mother Cecilia, the Baron said the Prince Bishop's archdeacon was in Innsbruck for the imperial diet. Even better. Swift action will silence any whispers of impropriety on our part. Given the Baron's stature, the archdeacon will undoubtedly come to investigate immediately. We must cooperate with him fully and pray for a speedy resolution. Yes, good. Thank you, Mother Cecilia. Brother Dub, please detain Brother P in the cellar until Prince Bishop's Wait, why is he being detained? Did brother... What? This old man was just blamed by the abbot? Are you kidding me? No, we're defending Brother P. He was caught in flagrant covered in blood with a knife and sandal. What is that? In blazing offense, indicating an individual has been caught in the act of committing a crime. Ooh, so that's like getting your hand caught in the cookie jar. Yeah, I don't think so, bro. Father, do you really believe that Brother Piero is capable of such a foul deed? Yes, capable enough when motivated by anger. I had no anger against the Baron, Father Abbot. I simply came across him like this. No anger. Not even for insulting your work and forcing us to give it to Andreas. Uh-oh, he's spooked. This is not a subject for debate. When the Prince Bishop mans arrive, we must not be empty-handed. Whoa, he's ready to throw Brother P under the bus. Suspect. Okay, what can we say in response? Even if Piero wanted to kill the Baron, he's not physically capable of the act. He wasn't angry. Anyone who was in the scriptorium knows that. Even Guy knows that. Yeah, let's throw Guy in there. Be quiet, Father Gernot says. This is not your affair. It is my affair if you're going to make me part of Brother Piero's supposed motive. Forgive me, Father Gernot. I just don't think Brother Piero could have done this. Yeah, it is totally our thing. I am through debating this with you. My decision stands. Brother Dub will detain Brother Piero in the cellar until I say otherwise. Brother Florian, please escort Andreas out of the abbey. Andreas, do not show your face here again until tomorrow. Do you understand me? We'll just say nothing. Whoa, spooktacular. Well, interesting. Andreas, listen to me. I sympathize with you. I don't think Brother P did this. But this isn't the time to push the abbot. I'm sure the other brothers and sisters believe P is innocent as well. But the abbot is worried about the Prince Bishop's attention. If you have any recommendations, I'd love to hear them. I have to do something. I can't let Piero die for something he didn't do. I appreciate your passion, but if you pursue this indelicately, you could make matters worse. Take a few hours to calm your nerves and your mind. You need to think clearly. Go to the Druckers, eat a good meal, and come back at nones. We won't have much time, but tap on my window with a small stone, and I'll let you in. Let me in for what? To examine the body. Alright, so that was a lot of stuff going on. So now we're at breakfast, right? Yep. So we're going to go to the Druckers. I should follow Florian's advice and go to the Druckers. Hopefully, it'll clear my head. And we already missed dinner with the Druckers the other day because we went to that awful supper, which caused a whole lot of hubbub. Question is, do we explore these places before going down, or not? Let's just go to the Druckers. We'll left him hanging once. We don't want to leave him hanging too many times. So one of the two things we wanted to do this morning, in the game rather, was figure out how to say goodbye to Baron Rothvogel, which we took care of. He's dead. He's gone. And then the other one was potentially looking into Martin, see what he stole or see how he was part of anything. Whose feet are these again? Oh, St. Moritz. So they got his feet and his hand. Alright, let's get Drucken. Oh, there's Klaus. My man. Oh, because he speaks another language, right? Good day, Andreas. Back from the Abbey already? It's only noon. Andreas, are you alright? No, something terrible has happened. I'm not sure. I'm fine, don't worry about it. How is Andreas feeling? Would he tell these people? Yeah, he's a pretty emotional dude. Oh, God. What happened? No, forgive me. Come inside and sit down for a minute. If it's not an imposition, I'd appreciate a moment to rest. Yes, this has been a difficult day. I could use a distraction. Yeah, we need a little bit of a rest. Not an imposition at all. My friends are always welcome in my home. Besides, I could use your opinion on something. Thanks, Klaus. Those chickens have seen some shit, huh? Marie's got a head of hair, huh? Good day, Andreas. Should I fix you up a plate? If it's not too much trouble, I'd appreciate it. I'm always glad to eat your cooking, Marie. No, I'm sorry. I don't have much of an appetite right now. Oh yeah, he's struck. That's a shame. But I'll fix you a plate anyway, in case it comes back. There's Bertie. Hello. Hello, Bert. How are you? I'll just nod politely. Andreas is feeling it, I think. I'm going to do a new run of Till Eulenspiegel. There was a printing a few years ago in Strasbourg, but it was awful. Almost bereft of illustrations. Oh, he's the one at the printing press. Nice. What do you think of these new ones? Whoa, this is cool. They look wonderful. Excellent work. The figures and composition are terrific, but the background is quite dense and busy. I like how dense and busy it is. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Marie know. Are these her woodcuts? They are. The drawings were mine, but she did the block cuts. I've got enough talent to draw the designs, but only she can do the woodcuts and the type. Dang, Marie's got it going on. Bless us, O Lord, and these gifts, which are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. Birdie. Amen. Andreas, what were the bells for? What were the bells for at the Abbey? They were sounding for a long time. The visiting nobleman, Lorenz Rothvogel, was found murdered in the chapter house. God in heaven! He just rode by here yesterday. Yeah, it gets worse. One of the elderly brothers I work with in the scriptorium, Piero, was accused of the crime. That's awful. A murder on Curacao? How could a monk do such a thing? I'm sorry, Andreas. The Baron seemed like an interesting man, and I know he's been a patron of the Abbey for years. How did he die? Could it have been an accident? And does the abbot really believe that Brother Piero killed him? You've always spoken of him in the kindest of terms. It seemed like Lorenz had been stabbed, but I don't know. There was a lot of blood around him. There was a lot of blood, but I'd rather not speculate about what happened. I'd rather spare you the details, but it's hard to believe what happened to him was natural. Yeah, let's not speculate. He's a man of medicine. He doesn't need to speculate. He needs to see the body and then he can figure it out, right? That's what I think. But no, I can't believe Pierre did it. I can't imagine him harming anyone. Bertie says, I want to hear about the blood. Oh, good lord. Maybe I've been reading you too many scary stories. But if it wasn't Brother Piero, how do you think he could have done it? I did see Lucky Steinauer in the get into a shouting argument with Lorenz yesterday just before I walked by your place. Huh. Lucky? Why would he have caused a shout at a nobleman? Select a food item to eat. Farmer's bread? Sausage? Egg pasta? What should we eat for a price of egg pasta? Delicious. There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't... Oh, wait. There's probably something else going on that you wouldn't know about deer. What do you mean by that? Andreas is taken aback. I'm not one to gossip, but if you really want to know, talk to some of the other women in town. Or Mother Cecilia up at the Abbey. Whoa. Why Mother Cecilia? I didn't realize she saw much of Tassing. Oh, there's no need for that. Lucky is a forthright man. I'm sure if you ask him, he'll tell you what the argument was about. Whoa. Was Lucky involved with someone at the Abbey? Thank you both. That's good advice. There's something else, though. When Lorenz and I were walking through the meadow, the widow Kemperin came out of the woods and... Yes? Well, she cursed him. I'm not surprised. Ottilia's late husband, ran afoul of Lorenz on his last visit to Tassing. I don't remember the details, but Renning died just last year, and Ottilia hasn't been the same since. We can't eat more egg pasta? Oh, this game sucks. Let's get some of that bread. We'll finish off with this fatty sausage. She was always an old bitch, even before she was old. Klaus, that's enough. She's had to deal with the jobs a lot, blah, blah. And now she lives all alone at the edge of the woods. There are rumors she's gonna lose her property soon. I do pity her, even if she is a bitter woman. There should be some exception in the law for her to inherit. That seems like it would be more just, yeah. It wasn't always this way. I think my great-grandmother inherited this land way back when. Well, if men changed it, they can change it back. You're right, as always, my dear. Enough about it, you. Was there anyone else you think may have done it? I don't know if he has any ill intent, but Prior Frank has been acting strangely since the day Lorenz arrived. Perhaps an academic disagreement? I know they're both avid readers, both of classics and new works. On his last visit, the Baron bought a book on astronomy for me. I know the Prior has seen some similar interests. But would the Prior kill someone over a simple disagreement? Ooh, we got a little background action going. It is not as strange as you might think. Within the world of astronomy, some have opinions they would kill for. It's not that outlandish. When I was in university, I saw men throw punches over small academic concerns. You gotta go with the background stuff. Astronomy. What is an opinion for some is a testament of faith for others, and worth killing for. Very true in many, many ways, in many parts of life. That may be so, but I've never seen that sort of anger from Prior Frank. Not even when Gernot was made abbey instead of him. Oh, did not know that. Afterward, he seemed bitter, but never violent. That just doesn't seem to be part of his character. So, Lucky, the widow, and the Abbey Prior. Anyone else? There was something strange when we approached the Abbey together. Mother Cecilia was outside with some of the sisters. Mother Cecilia scowled and took the nuns inside without saying a word. Sounds like they have some sort of history. Alright, we're down to the sausage. Chomp, chomp, chomp. I do not know Mother Cecilia personally, but I have never heard anyone speak badly of her. If she had cause to dislike the Baron, I must believe she had good reason. Well, Andreas, it sounds like there's a lot to look into. Thank you for talking with me. I was feeling overwhelmed. Thank you for your care. It has helped me to understand how I can help. Here, there we go. You are always welcome here, Andreas. Anytime. Birdie says, yeah. You are especially welcome with this one. Well, good food, good company. God be with you, Andreas. Thank you. Be good until I come back, Birdie. That's what I always say. Be good. I'll try. Oh, they just kick us straight out. Alright, now we gotta go back to the Abbey and check out this body. I have several leads to follow, but where should I start? I could talk to Lucky Steiner. He's probably working in front of his house. The widow Kemperin lives south of here, near Franz Bauer. Prior Frank is usually in the scriptorium, but I won't be able to talk to him until tomorrow. Still, nothing would prevent me from talking to Mother Cecilia in the convent. Guess we have 4 different people? But if I don't attend Brother Florian's examination of the body at the Abbey, he'll have to do it without me. So, no, we go straight for the objective facts here, people. We can always talk to these people later. Wait, how do I get there? Oh boy. Go to the meadow. To the meadow, quickly! Run, run, run. Till gonna talk to us yet? Nope. We want to see a dead body, kids? We're about to. We're heading to the Abbey. Alright, there's the widow. Or window. Good lord. Terrible throw. There's Florian. Andreas, this way. I'm coming, dude. There you are. I'm glad the storm didn't delay you. Oh yeah, it's flooding in town. Now, even though I gave instructions that I was not to be disturbed, we must work quickly. Seeing a corpse up close can be unsettling for some. I hope you're up to it. Well, I'm not sure, but I want to help Pierre out. I have seen many animal corpses in the wilds in various states of decay. Human death is a part of nature. I studied medicine for a while in university. We saw dead bodies. I'll be fine. Seeing a dead body is different from examining one directly. Now then, you should probably take notes as we go. They might be useful later. Of course, of course. My man is splayed out. I will begin by inspecting his interior, starting with his face and head. No visible wounds, no blemishes, teeth in good condition, nothing unusual. Neck, shoulders, and chest are ordinary. I need to clean some blood away to examine the torso. Yes, there it is, a puncture wound between the 6th and 7th ribs. It's fairly shallow, though. I estimate it penetrated only about an inch, and it likely came from his own hand. Wow. Only an inch? Wait, he inflicted on himself? How can you tell? That doesn't sound deep enough to be... Killed him? A Nuremberg inch or an Innsbruck inch? Okay, that's hilarious. How can you tell? From the angle and depth of the strike, it was as though he were holding it in his right hand, and he fell on his side. You must know that I was not always a monk. I was a mercenary for 10 long years in Poland. My man was a mercenary? My familiarity with wounds comes from my time on the battlefield. I am no true surgeon, but I am the closest Kirsau has. If the wound was that shallow, it doesn't sound like it could have been fatal. Word up, Andreas. It wasn't. It's likely incidental, received while falling on his own knife. He must have had some other wound that issued forth the blood, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we got another wound somewhere? Then surely this must mean that Brother Pierre is innocent. Why do you think... Who do you think killed him? I don't know. I can't even speculate. All I can do is examine the body and hope that you can figure out the rest. Andreas, come on, man. Be objective. No speculating. Simply pointing out the implausibility of Brother Piero striking the fatal blow may not be enough to convince the Archdeacon. Brother Piero never should have picked up that knife. I'm sure the appearance of guilt never even crossed his mind. Now then, let's move on. Well, there is a sore on his sex, probably from the French disease. I doubt it had anything to do with his murder. The what disease? I'm not familiar. The disease French soldiers received in the brothels of Naples? Word up. Yes, how do you know of it? I'm getting called out. Yeah, we discussed it in university. Yes, it spread rapidly, even north of the Alps. The treatment is dire, as it involves heavy mercury consumption. Wow, mercury, not cool. Anyway, it seems the Baron was not the most faithful husband, not uncommon among the nobility. Moving down. Other than a few blisters on his feet from what I assume are new shoes, there's nothing wrong with his legs. Andreas, can you help me turn him over? Of course. Alright, further examination. Let's see. There's a slight irregularity in his spine, possibly from an old injury. I don't think it has anything to do with how he died, though. How could that have happened? I understand the Baron enjoyed hiking in the wilderness. The most beautiful places are often the most difficult to reach. It's easy to get injured if you're uncareful, especially if you're in a truly wild and remote place. That was kind of like the same text twice, I feel like, just then. One sec. Okay, we're back. It seems like a silly thing to risk your life for, but I'm not one to talk. Whatever the reason, it didn't contribute to his death. So he got a spinal injury. Here it is. A rather dramatic head wound. Holy moly! The dark hair and the blood make it difficult to see, but it's quite bad. In my experience, I've never seen someone walk away from a head wound of this severity. Sounds like you won't today either. How many head wounds have you seen? I imagine the force of the impact would have to be quite great to crack the skull. Quite right. I see your medical training is not forgotten. I lack the benefit of university study, but the battlefield of Poland and Lithuania did provide me with an education of sorts. I'd rather be treated by someone with experience than a novice with a university education. Agreed. Why didn't you study medicine in university? I wish I had finished my degree. I could be of more use to you now. There's no need to despair. My hands would make more work. Blah, blah, blah. The wound looks like it was caused by a single, powerful blow from a blunt object. Probably no more than 4 or 5 inches across. How can you tell? The skull is cracked in a single spot, and there's clear impression in the skin and around it. It would take extraordinary precision to hit the same spot twice unless the Baron were already dead. It's likely he didn't die immediately. Oh lord, how long could he have survived for? I've seen similar injuries in battle. The victims don't last more than a few minutes, but it's an agonizing death. Even so, he couldn't have wandered far from where the blow was first struck. So he may not have been attacked in the chapter house? He was either attacked in the chapter house or someplace in the immediate area. Interesting. Could he have been attacked outside the abbey? Come on, dude. The cloister? What about the big garden? Is the church a possibility? Let's talk about the cloister. Yes, that's possible. The cloister connects directly to the chapter house, but there's a high risk of being seen. Anyway, whatever killed the Baron was a blunt instrument of considerable heft. The part that impacted him was likely a little smaller than a fist. So a little hammer, maybe? Could it have actually been a fist? Huh, no, I don't think the strongest soldier could do this with a punch unless the Baron's head were pressed to the ground. Even then, we would see damage to his nose or forehead. Could a woman or elderly person have done it? Anyone could have, given the right weapon and sufficient height. Whoever did this must have caught the Baron unaware, save the small knife wound. He has no other injuries. I suppose that he was struck, drew his knife to defend himself, and fell on it before Brother Piero discovered him. So I believe we've discovered 2 important things. Piero didn't stab the Baron, and even if he had, this isn't what killed him. The Baron was killed by a blow to the head from a heavy, blunt object. Correct. Yes, exactly. If you can find what caused the blow, it may lead you to the killer. We also know that Piero didn't stab the Baron. That's number 2. We know that, and I suspect even the abbot knows that. But you may need more evidence to convince the archdeacon. Oh, there's one other item of interest. I found it in the Baron's jacket, but didn't want to open it without you. Good call. Have a witness. A note of some kind. I trust you to open it more carefully than I would. What does it say? The girl who died and the innocent with her. Matins chapter. It's Matins. A monastic hour corresponding to 2 a.m. It is used for the night prayer. The girl who died and the innocent with her. Matins chapter. The girl? What girl? And what innocent? One of the nuns? Someone from the village? Oh, your guess is as good as mine. Unfortunately, I don't have much faith in my guesses. Can you tell who wrote it? It's definitely someone with a great deal of experience as a scribe, but it can't be Eduk or Guy. Someone with extremely refined hand. This was done without any guides. They're not Italian, I can tell you that. Italian scribes use humanist script. This is a highly refined Gothic hand. We'll go with Italian. As good as Edek and Guy are, I don't think they could replicate this. What? Really? If not them, who? I intend to find out. I wish you good luck finding the answer. Now, I'm sorry to rush you, but I must ask you to leave. Oh boy. Knock knock. We gotta go. Gotta go. Brother Florian, could you open it up? It's Werner Schultz, the physician from Tassing. Yes, I'm in the middle of something. Can you return after supper? I'm afraid it can't wait. Father Gurnon asked me to examine the Baron's body. All right, give me a moment. I need you to hide yourself. Of course. We're not going to argue. We got time-sensitive stuff. Wow, you were not hiding very well, Andreas. Pretty young for a doc, man. Still got brown hair. Ah, Dr. Stolz. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now, what did you need? The abbot wanted me to examine the Baron's body before his wife arrives. It seems unnecessary at this point, as I've just completed my own examination. Well, then what's the harm in letting me take a look? Dr. Stolz, with all respect, I've finished. The cause of death is clear. If you had arrived an hour ago, I would have had no problem with your assistance. Assistance? I'm a university-trained physician, my dude. I can examine a corpse on my own without the help of a battlefield sawbones. No, we're not going to jump out. Regardless of your opinions regarding my abilities, the examination is finished. If you insist on inspecting the body anyway, I must insist that the abbot tells me himself. What? Making me bring the abbot here is a waste of time. So is performing an examination on this corpse immediately after one was just done, my dude. Idiotic. I'll return with Father Gernot presently. I mean, he's doing what he's told. I get it. But we gotta get Andreas out of here. Something's afoot. That was close. Now quickly, leave through the cloister before they return. Thanks, brother. Think nothing of it. I'll see you tomorrow. Later. No, it's, what is it called? What was the anagram Brother Udok likes to say? Literal nut? Yeah. Alright, Vespers time, baby. Eat. I should find someone to eat with. Okay. I can't get that note out of my head. The girl who died and the innocent with her. What could it mean? And who wrote it? I wonder if this is about the story of St. Moritz and the girl that helped St. Moritz. Okay, so we're not supposed to be anywhere over here. So let's get the F out of here. Wait, can we go back up here? No, I don't think we're allowed inside that thing. Let's go to the shrine, see if anybody's hanging out. Whoa, lots of people are hanging out. We got Gertie. Don't know how to say that name. Marguerite, Sophie, and Mathilda. Let's just start from the left. Go right. Okay. Hello. Oh, Marguerite. Master Mele. Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Brother Pierre really murdered the Baron? Do you? I don't know what to think. Father Abbot says the devil sometimes enters men and makes them do terrible things. I don't think the devil entered Brother Pierre. That's an excuse Father Gernot is using to justify his fear. It's true, but we'll just keep it about ourselves. Do you think the devil could appear here at Curacao? I suppose. Why? No, I think people see the devil where they want to see him. Agreed. I didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odor. Last night, I woke before matins and I smelled something in our dormitory. It was strange. Moss and sulfur, mixed with frankincense and roses. It moved through the room. I wanted to scream, but I was too frightened. Then it was gone. I'm ashamed that I didn't cry out, but I didn't know what to do. I don't know what I would have done. I don't know that I would have done any better, sister. Did any of the other sisters smell it? I don't know, but I think they were all sleeping. Thank you. So someone was smelt of interesting outside smells. Alright, let's... Nope, can't talk to the hand. So Marguerite says she smelled someone in the cloister. Let's go talk to Cecilia. Yo, Lady C, where you at, girl? Hiding. Nothing over here, nothing over here, nothing over there. We're out. Upper Abbey, no. Let's go to the aquarium. Locked. No one there. Anybody outside? Nope. Oh. Gotta pet the cat. Lift our spirits a little bit. +2 to morale. Nice. Bye, cat. We're gonna get kicked out if we try to go in the Abbey. We literally can't even go in there. Gotcha. Won't even let us. Alright, let's go this way. I wonder if Mike's still here. Whoa. Pet the dog. That is a nasty little dog. Oh, they're happy. Rough. Okay, this lady doesn't want to talk to us. Lady Salamia. Oh, this is the wife. Ah, Mr. Mailer, would you care to share supper at my table? I would like to talk to you about my late husband. Yeah, let's do it. Thank you. Please sit. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ. Amen. Alright, what are we eating here? We're not going to get the zoom in? Oh, hell yeah, we are. I find myself rather out of place here, without the comfort of the Baron. Thank you for agreeing to share a meal with me, Master Mailer. Of course, the honor is mine. It's a terrible thing what happened to the Baron. I must admit, I'm surprised you wished to speak with me. Lorenz did not make friends easily. He was a strong-headed man, with staunch beliefs, didn't shrink to share. What are we eating here? Emmental cheese and wheat bread. Quail. Oh, we're fancy. Let's eat that whole quail. Oh, just a leg. When I was told he'd found some manner of friendship with an artist, I, was curious. It comforts me to know he found fellowship here at this most unusual abbey. Not that there is much comfort to be found in these old, cold and dreary alpine towns. Lorenz and I had meant to take a tour of them before returning home to Wormsbad. Well, return we shall. But not as you'd hope. No, certainly not. It is only by Christ's grace that I will see this through. Though Lorenz has given me my fair share of troubles in these years of our marriage, I never would have wished such an end for him, for anyone. I pray his immortal soul has found the peace in death that had so eluded him in life. Are you married yourself? A woman waits for me in Nuremberg. Nope, did not mean to click that. Do you not look forward to the responsibilities of marriage? Perhaps it's no surprise you and Lorenz became fast friends. I imagine he saw something of himself in you. I hope I should meet a more peaceful end than he did. His lust for drink and women once afflicted him with great remorse, though such shame faded with time. Lorenz was a flawed man. His various infidelities were no secret to me, but we are not all. But are we not all flawed? Oh, there's something else down here. Frumenty? That looks like a pile of goop. We'll eat it. I loved him as a wife should properly love her husband, but I would not say that we were friends. I only hope his appetites were not what led him to his end. Interesting. I've been searching for the answer to that quandary myself. Were you and Lorenz so close that you would trouble yourself so? My motivation is personal. My mentor, Brother Pierre, was found with the Baron's body, but I do not believe he killed your husband. If not him, then who? There are many possibilities, both here at the Abbey and in town. I do not wish to speak out of turn. I see. Well, I suppose it shouldn't surprise me that my husband made his share of enemies. He was a man of many opinions, and he gave them freely to all who would listen, and some who would not. The previous abbot, Father Matthias, seemed to appreciate that about him. This new abbot is perhaps a bit more conservative. Father Matthias was an open-minded man, from all I've heard, a true scholar. Father Gernot doesn't share Matthias's passion for written word, yet endures the expense of it. To be put in such a position would make any man unhappy, I understand. I wonder what he will make of Lorenz's gift to the Abbey. Let's let her continue. He had found a book about the history of Tassing. He believed it contained some scandalous details. He said it corroborated fears Matthias had expressed, but didn't share the particulars with me. Ooh, I wonder if this is relating to the old story of Saint Maurice. Do you have a sense of what these scandals involve? Was the appearance of the book peculiar or noteworthy in any way? Did you know Father Matthias? Father Matthias or something? Let's do the craftsman portion. It was neither large nor small, bound in blue leather. Unfortunately, I never examined it closely. My apologies. I'm sorry I can't be of more help. I have some education, but I lack my husband's thirst for knowledge. If you find the book, hopefully its significance will be apparent. If God wills it. What was that? Inshallah? Mashallah? Do you plan on staying in Tassing long? Only so long as it takes the Archdeacon to investigate my husband's murder. Okay, so she'll be here for a bit. I'm gonna take a drink real quick. Alright. Though the circumstances of my time here are dire, I'm in no hurry to return. We'll just let her keep talking. We'll be a good listener. You are a disarming man, Mr. Mailer, and much too easy to talk to. Exactly what we're going for. To be frank, I do not know what will become of me when I return to Worms. My title and residence may be in jeopardy. The wonderfulness of being a woman in history. Lorenz and I have a son, but he is young yet. I don't know many of the legalities, only that my position is at some risk. You're in a difficult position, my lady. I will pray for your happiness. I suspect you'll survive just fine. What a stupid thing to say, someone who just said, I don't know, my whole life's about to go in the dumpster. And you say, I bet you'll do just a... No. As will I, Master Mailer. I'm sorry to cut our conversation short, but I fear I must rest. Thanks for having me. Be well. So I'm curious who else we missed for dinner, since we had dinner with Lady Salmonella here. And whatever anyone says of my husband, I'm certain he appreciated your friendship. Nice. Okay, so, Comblin. I should get some sleep. Firstchen? I don't know how to say that. But we're out. We're going home. We're going to bed. I wonder if I'll run into any of the people we need to talk to in town. I guess we could go to the forest. Let's not, though. Let's keep trucking and drucking. Franz Powder and Captain, yeah. Don't need to go there. Is this us? Gertner. Whew, we got a truck, don't we? Just to get home. Hello, everybody. Oh. Pete's down. Jorg's down. Family's down. Everybody's sleeping. Can we clean up this mess yet? Nope. Any new books? Nope, just the 3. Let's go to bed. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Go to sleep. I'm curious how many things we could have interacted with before this time. But also, I'm not trying to, like, get everything, you know? Just seeing where this game's gonna go. Are we gonna have a good dream, though? Ooh. Dream time? Oh. Ursula. Andrea. Stare at the child. It's the middle of the night, Ursula. What are you doing? I see. What a cute kid. Would you like me to tell you a story? Would that help you sleep? Mm-hmm. Oh, this is my Italian background? There was once a little girl, about your age, who was sold with a basket of oranges. Oh, I like this. Uh-oh. A man had to pay rent to the king every year. The cost was 4 baskets of oranges. This was in Italy, of course. You don't even know what an orange is. No, she doesn't. Anyway, the man's young daughter had hair the same color as yours. Same as an orange. And the man didn't have enough oranges to pay the rent. So he put his daughter in the 4th basket. He covered her with oranges and sent the baskets to the king. When the king's servants found the little girl, the king told them to raise her as a servant. They called her arancetta, like a little orange. You don't know Italian, so that doesn't mean anything to you, but it's very cute. Anyway, as the girl grew older, the king's son, the prince, fell in love with her. But the other servants were jealous, and they gave her 3 Anyway, they were a happy family together. A good story. All right, prime time, baby. Time to get back to work. Okay, well, I guess that's going to be a good stopping point for right now. I guess the next part of Andreas Mailer's quest is going to be investigating the people we didn't get to talk to before. Namely, I think the big one on that list is going to be the widow in the forest and the sister Cecilia. Yeah, and there's a couple other people, but I definitely want to go tackle those in the next episode. With that, I'll say thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you look forward to the next episode. Thanks, and ciao.